Hey, it's Kowalski from the Biker Report. While we are with our families and friends this holiday season, many of our young men and women serving in our armed forces are far away from their families and friends in harm's way defending our freedoms. This story is about them. It's called A Marine's Christmas, and it goes something like this. Something like this. 'Twas the night before Christmas. He lived all alone in a one-bedroom house made of wood and stone. I'd come down the chimney with presents to give and to see just who in this house did live. As I looked all about, a strange sight did I see. No tinsel, no presents, not even a tree. No stockings by the fire, just boots filled with sand. On the walls hung pictures of some far-off distant land. With medals and badges and awards of all kind, a sobering thought came to my mind. For this house was different, unlike any I've seen. For this was the home of a United States Marine. I'd heard stories about them. I had to see more, so I walked down the hall and pushed open the door. And there he lay sleeping, silent and alone, curled up on the floor in his one-bedroom home. He seemed so gentle, his face so serene. Not how I'd pictured a U.S. Marine. Could this be the hero of whom I just read, curled in a poncho, a floor for his bed? His head was clean-shaven, his withered face tan. I soon realized that this was more than a man. I'd realized families I'd visited that night owed their lives to these Marines, always ready to fight. Soon around the world, the children would play, and grown-ups would celebrate a bright Christmas day. They all enjoyed freedom each month and all year because of Marines like this one lying here. I couldn't help but wonder how many lay alone on a cold Christmas Eve in a land far from home. Just the very thought brought a tear to my eye. I dropped to my knees, and I started to cry. He must have awoken, for I heard a rough voice. "Don't cry, Santa, for this life is my choice. I fight for freedom, I don't ask for more. My life is my God, my country, my core." With that, he rolled over, drifted off into sleep. I couldn't control it. I continued to weep. I watched him for hours, so silent and still. Then I started to shiver from the cold night's chill. I didn't want to leave on this cold, dark night, this guardian of honor, so willing to fight. Half asleep, he rolled over in a voice clean and pure and said, "Carry on, Santa. It's Christmas Day, and all is secure." One look at my watch, and I knew he was right. Merry Christmas, my friend. Semper Fi, and good night. I thank you for listening, for it wasn't so long ago that I was one of those young Marines in a land far from home. Please think of our young men and women of our armed services over this holiday season. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas! I thank you for listening to this story, for it wasn't so long ago that I was one of those young Marines in a land far from home. As you gather with your family and friends this holiday season, please take a minute and remember our young men and women of our armed forces. From all of us here at The Rock WCCC, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.